Just got back from work today. I think I'm missing something. Hey, what day is it today?
It's 12th of July, it's Black Monday.
Oh, that's it? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Samuel Tong. Today is 12th of July 2021, which corresponds to the Black Monday. Currently, we are in the midst of combating COVID-19 pandemic with the highest number of newly confirmed cases of over 9,300 cases just a couple of days ago. Contract healthcare workers such as doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and other allied healthcare professionals are the backbone of this country's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Recently, there's a lot of media coverage on contract doctors pertaining to their fight for equal treatment, clearer specialization pathway, and better job security. On social media, we see many people turning black, using code black or justice for junior MO frames on their social media display picture as a sign of solidarity to our contract healthcare workers. It sparked a lot of debate. There's even talk about doctors planning for a strike later this month. Hence, I felt that this is an appropriate time for me to touch on this topic, as it is an important topic not just for the doctors but also it concerns public interest as well. So in this video, I'll briefly talk about the current employment system for healthcare workers in Malaysia, the problem faced by contract doctors under the current system. I'll also briefly talk about Code Black or Black Monday and its aim. I hope that by spelling out these problems, interested parties such as the government, the public, and also aspiring doctors can understand and together search for a better solution to this problem. Let me first explain about the medical landscape in Malaysia. Upon graduating from medical school, medical graduates who wishes to practice in Malaysia are required to undergo 2 years of housemanship training in government hospitals. Doctors who are undergoing housemanship training are referred to as house officer or HO. They are the equivalent of first and second year residents in the West. Upon successfully completed the housemanship training, HO are promoted to medical officers or MO. MO forms the bulk of the workforce of doctors under Ministry of Health. If medical officers undergo postgraduate studies such as the master program or parallel pathways such as MRCP, MRCPCH, MRC Psych or MRCOG and so on, upon completion they can be gazetted as a specialist. How did the problem started? The current contract system was started in December 2016. It affects not just the medical graduates but the pharmacy and dentistry graduates as well. There was a rapid rise in the number of HO in the system in the years preceding to the event. We are talking about numbers doubling almost every 2 to 4 years, from around 1,000 in 2006 to more than 2,000 in 2008 to more than 4,000 in 2013, and by the end of 2015 there are more than 10,000 housemen in the system. Whereas if we look at data from Ministry of Health annual report, there was only an increase in number of hospitals of 5 over the past decade, from 130 in 2008 to 135 in 2019. Hence, then Prime Minister Dato Sri Najib Razak announced in the Malaysian 2017 budget on the 21st of October 2016 to recruit these unemployed medical graduates as contract doctors. The contract offered was a 3-year contract consisting of 2 years to complete the housemanship and 1 buffer year. As we can see, this strategy was implemented to hasten the housemanship training of medical graduates. However, little was revealed regarding any future plan for these contract doctors once they completed the housemanship training. Upon completion of the first contract, contract doctors who are now MO are given a new 2-year contract graded as Pegawai Perubatan UD41, which carries the same grading as contract HO, with a minimum increment of salary to 3,397. Now the problem with this contract is, contract MO now has the same job scope as their counterparts from the previous system with lesser monthly salary and without the perks and benefit of a government servant. This problem was only partially resolved when the Health Minister, YB Dr. Adham Baba, announced in November 2020 for the great readjustment of contract MO from UD41 to UD43. However, there are still some unresolved issues surrounding the contract system. Let's take a look at some of the differences between the current contract system and the previous system, as well as the problems that doctors face in the current contract system.
Alright, this is a table compiled by SCOMOS MMA, which stands for Section Concerning House Officer, Medical Officer and Specialist. This is a table comparing between the current contract system with the old system. So on the left side, you see the current contract house officer is graded as UD41, as well as current contract medical officer is also, once completed the housemanship, they are still UD41 until they get a renewal of their contract, then only they will be promoted to UD43. As compared with the column on the right side, which is the old system where the medical officer is placed as UD44. Immediately we can see that there is a difference in the pay grade of the contract medical officer and the permanent medical officer from the old system. UD43 contract medical officer has the same basic salary as the permanent medical officer from the old system. However, many of the contract medical officers are still experiencing delay in readjustment of their salary, hence are still taking salary counted from their previous pay grade. Besides that, the UD43 contract medical officer also does not enjoy many other perks and benefits that I will cover later. This is the UD43 pay grade that I was talking about. It is the same pay grade as the permanent medical officer UD44. Another difference between the contract and the previous system is, in the previous system, when you are promoted to MO, because you are a government servant, you can choose pensioner scheme, in which once you retire, you can get a monthly pension and a multitude of benefits that comes along with it. However, this option is not available for the contract medical officers. And if we look at the promotion criteria in the old system, there is a progression of ranking in the government service for doctors based on the number of years in service. For example, a MO of UD44 will be promoted to UD48 after 3 years. However, in the contract system, the rank or grade was predetermined. This time-based promotion in the old system can sometimes promote a feeling of complacency, which can be detrimental in medical field as it is an ever-evolving field of knowledge. Besides that, contract doctors are not eligible for unpaid or half-paid leave or any of the hazard leave such as TB leave or radiation leave. To illustrate an example, permanent doctors working in tuberculosis ward or TB ward are eligible for TB leave. However, such benefits are not conferred to contract doctors. Are contract doctors immune to such hazard compared to their counterparts from the previous system? This discrepancy does not stop there. Benefits that a normal government servant enjoys, such as housing and car loans, are not applicable to contract doctors. Another problem with the current contract system is that there will be some roadblocks for some medical officers aiming to further their career through the local master's program. The master's program usually takes about 4 years to complete, and within these 4 years, the doctors are required to work in a government hospital. So after the renewal of the contract, we were given 2 years of extension, which is inadequate for medical officers to complete the master's program. Besides that, for medical officers which require some financial assistance, in the old system, they can try applying for this Hadiah Latihan Persekutuan or HLP, which is like a scholarship for master's program. For those who require financial assistance for further study, they can apply for Hadiah Latihan Persekutuan or HLP, which is a form of scholarship for master's program. Now, one of the criteria for this scholarship is that the applicants must be a doctor working in the Ministry of Health under the Permanent Service Scheme. This criteria alone automatically disqualify all contract doctors from applying, which is a huge discrimination against contract doctors. Alternative options for specialization for contract doctors, such as the parallel pathway, are available for those who are financially capable.
With the multiple issues surrounding the current contract system, some may say that contract doctors have a chance of being absorbed into the permanent service. As of May 2021, there's only 789 out of 23,000, or a laughable 3.4% contract doctors are being absorbed into the permanent service. And the selection criteria for this promotion is a state secret, even though on paper it is stated that the selection is based on the doctors' LMPT and CCHT, which are the scoring performance for the doctors during the housemanship. However, there has never been any published data regarding the scoring of the selected compared to the rest. Hence, you can imagine the frustration of the doctors who have been denied the opportunity again and again. Some of these doctors have already left the government and moved on to places where they can further nurture their talent. In the end, Malaysian population will be the one who stands to suffer from the brain drain of these doctors. Now, doctors understand that this problem is complex in nature and will require the cooperation from every member of the society to tackle this problem. Hence, the Black Monday or Code Black is a movement initiated by MMA to raise awareness and to urge the Malaysian government to take drastic action to address the current issues arising from the contract system, which includes setting up a clear specialization pathway for contract doctors, a detailed and transparent selection criteria for permanent position, fair and equal treatment for all healthcare workers, and also better job security for the healthcare workers. With this, I thank you for staying with me until the end. I hope that you have a better understanding of the situation now. If you are liking the content so far, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please remember to follow the SOP and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.